Hello everyone. I'm Subhashni, a product marketer for Zoho Sign, and today we'll be discussing how you can improve vendor and customer experience with Zoho Sign. I'm joined today by Sai Anand, a senior product marketer, and Sanjna Suraj Kumar, a product expert from Zoho Commerce, who will be available to answer any questions you may have. And here's the agenda for today's session. I'll be, I will begin by providing an introduction to Zoho Sign. Next, I will discuss the significance of digital signatures within e-commerce transactions. Subsequently, I will walk you through the steps involved in creating and signing various documents such as estimates, invoices, purchase orders, and credit notes. Using Zoho Sign's integration with various Zoho Finance applications. Then I will demonstrate how to send documents for signatures and payment collection through Zoho Sign's integration with Zoho Checkout, alongside the process of tracking transaction details and the signer experience of signing documents and making payments. Following that, Sanjna will offer a brief overview of Zoho Commerce. We will be having a question and answer session at the end of the session, where you may ask us any questions you have. However, if you have any questions at any point during this session, please don't hesitate to ask us. So let's get going. In today's business scenario, including the bustling world of e-commerce, everything seems to revolve around agreements, right? And where there are agreements, there's inevitably a mountain of paperwork to tackle. We are talking about drafting contracts, getting those all important signatures, and making sure transactions go off without a hitch. Not too long ago, it was all about pen and paper, but now we are diving headfirst into the digital era. Digital signatures are becoming the new norm, making life a bit simpler. But even with all these cool advancements, there are still some hurdles to overcome, especially for business owners and entrepreneurs who are navigating this ever changing landscape. Running a business means dealing with agreements and paperwork from all angles, and it can get pretty overwhelming, especially in today's business landscape where remote and hybrid work setups are the norm, and everyone's glued to their digital devices. Managing this whole ordeal brings its fair share of hurdles. Papers end up scattered across different departments and teams, calling for some serious consolidation and organization to keep things running smoothly. Plus, the repetitive nature of paperwork, it sets the stage for errors that can really bite businesses in the wallet. And let's not even get started on the trust and security issues that come with digital transactions, especially for those in heavily regulated industries. It's enough to make anyone second guess their business dealings. And that's where Zoho Sign comes in. Zoho Sign aims to address all these challenges simultaneously, providing a comprehensive solution to streamline the agreement process. Zoho Sign is your go-to digital signature software designed to tackle the complexities of modern agreements head-on. With Zoho Sign, you have the ability to securely sign and send documents via a cloud-based platform. Documents signed through Zoho Sign are legally binding and admissible in court, instilling the confidence necessary for robust agreements. Businesses worldwide are turning to Zoho Sign, recognizing its capacity not only to save time but also to economize resources. But that's not all. Zoho Sign comes packed with advanced features like templates, sign forms, bulk sending and signing, and in person signing, all engineered to enhance your workflow efficiency. And if you need even more customization, Zoho Sign is equipped with REST APIs, allowing seamless integration with various other applications. You can also use these APIs, webhooks, and SDKs to build custom integrations. Zoho Sign caters to signatories across various industries, from sales and human resources to finance, IT, legal, marketing, real estate, NGOs, e-commerce, retail, and even entertainment. So no matter what you do, you can always count on Zoho Sign for reliable solutions. Zoho Sign goes the extra mile in compliance with strict data privacy and security regulations like GDPR, CCPA, HIPAA, ISO 9001, United States FDA CFR Title 21 Part 11, EU Volume 4 GMP Annex 11, and more. It ensures that your sensitive information is always safeguarded. In addition to meeting compliance requirements, Zoho Sign boasts a suite of advanced security features. These include multi-factor authentication, access reports, tamper-proof audit trails, and digital certificates, all aimed at preserving the integrity of your data. Moreover, Zoho Sign offers various methods for authenticating signers, such as sending one-time passwords via email or SMS, or requesting supporting documents to verify their identity. Adding to that, Zoho Sign employs blockchain-based timestamping and trusted document timestamping, providing solid evidence of existence and enabling tracking of any alterations or potential forgery attempts. Zoho Sign seamlessly integrates with regional trust service providers worldwide. This encompasses offering qualified electronic signatures in adherence to various regulations such as EID in the European Union, Swisscom trust services in Switzerland and EU, eSign via Aadhaar and eMudra eKYC in India, Sign with SingPass in Singapore, and advanced electronic signatures via Trust Factory in South Africa. Zoho Sign ensures your documents are secure and legally binding regardless your location. Zoho Sign complies with the majority of regional and international e-sign legislation encompassing PIPEDA in Canada, the eSign Act and UETA in the United States, eIDAS in the European Union, the Information Technology Act of 2000 in India, and the Electronic Transactions Act in Australia and other Southeast Asian nations. These legislative frameworks typically classify electronic signatures into different tiers, each carrying its own legal weight across diverse transaction types. These tiers typically fall into one of the three categories as displayed on screen: simple electronic signatures, advanced electronic signatures, and qualified electronic signatures, all of which Zoho Sign fully supports. Furthermore, Zoho Sign ensures compliance by maintaining multiple secure data centers located in various cities worldwide. This approach facilitates local data storage and processing, all while upholding stringent adherence to regional privacy regulations. Zoho Sign offers an intuitive platform accessible across a range of devices, whether through a web browser or native applications for Android, iOS, iPadOS, macOS, and Windows. The app ensures seamless accessibility on any device. Moreover, your Zoho Sign account synchronizes flawlessly across all your devices, facilitating smooth transitions between platforms. This feature grants you unparalleled flexibility to work from any device at any time, enhancing overall productivity. Zoho Sign is one of the highly integrated applications within the Zoho ecosystem, seamlessly integrating with over 20 popular Zoho apps. But that's not all. It also syncs effortlessly with leading third-party ecosystems and applications such as Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, Zapier, HubSpot, Dropbox, Box, and more. This extensive integration simplifies workflow management, allowing you to conveniently manage all your tasks from one central location. So, why is securing the paperwork aspect of your e-commerce transactions with digital signatures imperative? In the
Before,
domain,
yeah,
hello?
before that, we'll just pause here for a moment
Yes.
and we'll see. Are we clear so far? Any of you have any doubts? Now that she has gone through the Zoho sign briefing, of course, we'll get into the demo part a little later.
No questions, but thank you so much.
Cool. Thanks, Angela. All right, over to you. Yeah.
So shall I continue?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Um, So I was asking why is securing paperwork aspect of your e-commerce transactions with digital signatures imperative. So in the domain of e-commerce, a plethora of documents is exchanged daily, such as estimates, invoices, credit notes, purchase orders, vendor agreements, service contracts, GST return filings in applicable countries, sales contracts, liability forms, and much more. This paperwork forms the backbone of transactions, agreements, and financial obligations. And if you're sticking to old school methods like physical signatures, you're leaving your paperwork vulnerable to tampering and loss. However, using digital signatures mitigates these risks significantly. By digitally signing documents, you ensure their authenticity and integrity. In other words, recipients can verify that the document originated from the stated sender has not been altered since signing, and the signer cannot deny the involvement. Moreover, digital signatures streamline the entire process, expediting transactions and reducing administrative burdens, unlike physical signatures, which can be cumbersome and time consuming. With digital signatures, you can cut down on expenses associated with consumables like couriers and stamps. Automating crucial paperwork not only saves money but also frees up valuable time for your employees to focus on client and supplier relationships. As concerns of global warming continue to mount, transitioning all office paperwork to digital formats not only promotes environmental sustainability but also enhances efficiency in this era of hybrid work. Now, about legality, digital signatures are legit. They hold the same legal weight as handwritten signatures in most business transactions worldwide. Zoho Sign operates on the foundation of public key cryptography, the fundamental technology used by all digital signatures to sign and verify documents. Moreover, Zoho Sign offers completion certificates which outline recipient details, IP addresses, and device specifications. This further fortifies the authenticity and integrity of completed documents, ensuring their credibility across all fronts. In a nutshell, digital signatures make your e-commerce transactions safer, faster, and legally sound. To ease things for you and ensure the security of your e-commerce transactions, Zoho Sign integrates with various well-known Zoho Finance applications such as Zoho Books, Zoho Invoice, Zoho Inventory, Zoho Billing, and Zoho Checkout. This integration helps e-commerce businesses in managing transactional documentation effectively and ensuring the integrity of their agreements. With this integration, you can effortlessly sign estimates, invoices, purchase orders, and credit notes. Additionally, Zoho Sign's integration with Zoho Checkout allows you to efficiently gather signatures and payments from your customers and clients, thereby enhancing the efficiency of your operational processes. Through Zoho Sign's integration with Zoho Books, you can effortlessly sign and send estimates, invoices, credit notes, and purchase orders to customers while also accepting their signatures on estimates. Similarly, using Zoho Sign's integration with Zoho Invoice, you can sign and send estimates and invoices to customers and receive their signatures on estimates. Furthermore, with Zoho Sign's integration with Zoho Inventory, you can seamlessly sign and send invoices, credit notes, and purchase orders to customers. Whereas using Zoho Sign's integration with Zoho Billing, you can sign and send invoices and credit notes to customers and vendors. To use this integration, you will require a valid Zoho Sign license along with valid licenses for the respective Zoho Finance applications. Alternatively, you should have a valid Zoho Finance Plus license or a valid Zoho One subscription. And to get started, ensure that you have set up your profile and e-signature in Zoho Sign. Also, enable the signature option in invoice, estimate, purchase order, and credit note templates within the respective applications. Now let's see how you can set up your profile and e-signature in Zoho Sign. To begin, log into Zoho Sign. After logging in, you will find yourself at Zoho Sign's dashboard. From the dashboard, navigate to Settings. On the left navigation panel and select Profile from the General section. On the profile page, you can add your signature. Zoho Sign offers 3 methods in which you can add your signature. One is by typing your signature, and you can also draw your signature or upload an image of your signature. Here you can also add your first name, last name, stamp, company name, job title, choose your preferred date format, add your time zone. And once you're done, click update to save the changes. Next, let's explore the process of enabling the signature option within Zoho Finance app templates. First, log in to the appropriate Zoho Finance application. The user interfaces of the Zoho Finance applications we are discussing today are quite similar. To proceed with the demonstration, I will showcase each functionality within one of the apps. I will show how to sign and send estimates to customers in Zoho Books, invoices in Zoho Invoice, purchase orders in Zoho Inventory, and credit notes in Zoho Billing. Here I have logged into Zoho Books to proceed with the demonstration. Once you're on the app's dashboard, navigate to settings and locate the PDF template section under customization. From here, select the template you wish to customize to enable the signature option and click on edit. Then navigate to the other details in the left side menu and enable the signature option and click save to save your changes. Next, let's explore the process of digitally signing estimates and sending them to customers.
Just 1 second. Let's pause again. Let's pause. So there is a question here from Aurelius. Sai, would you like to take up that question?
Hello. Hey, hi. Thank you, Janaki, for that. Yeah, sure. I'm happy to answer the question. Hi, Aurelius. I just saw the question, and I'm a little confused if you were referring to the CRM that is the Zoho CRM or your own CRM software. But in either case, I just want to clearly explain. So Zoho Sign is an application by Zoho. It can be used as a standalone application to sign documents, and at the same time, you can integrate it with other software as well. So what you're seeing here right now, Subha's presenting is basically Zoho Sign's integration within the Zoho Finance suite of products like Books, Invoice, Inventory, Billing, and so on. But if you're speaking about just signing documents with a standalone software and storing it and managing it using a document management solution, and then integrating that with any CRM or Zoho CRM for that matter, that too is possible inside Zoho Sign. But within the Zoho ecosystem, you can use Zoho Sign for signing, Zoho CRM for customer relationship management, and Zoho WorkDrive for document management. And the way the ecosystem functions is all of these can be integrated to have documents stored inside WorkDrive, brought into Zoho CRM contextually within a record that you have, and integrate further with Zoho Sign to send the document out for signing from CRM, have the signed document saved back onto CRM associated with the respective record. So this is possible. If you would like to know more, I can perhaps drop some links that you can go through to understand how this can be set up and how this can help you. So just let me know, and I'm happy to suggest further make further suggestions as to how you can go about it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, Sai. Tim also has put a comment here.
Yes, Janaki, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just opening the chat to see the other follow-ups as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can take care of that. Okay, you can continue, show me. Yeah.
Just give me 1 second. I'm just reading through Tim's message. It's quite a long message. I let Subha continue, and I'll come back to answering this in just a bit once she's done. Is that fine?
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah, all right. No issues. Yeah.
So I'll continue now.
Yeah, Subha, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So we were discussing how we can digitally sign estimates and send them to customers. So first, okay, am I on the right slide? Yeah. Okay. So first, to begin, navigate to the sales sub menu on the right side pane of the app's dashboard and click on the plus icon next to estimates to create a new estimate. Next, fill in all the required details such as the customer name, reference number, expiry date, estimate date, project name, item details. You also have the option to include a discount percentage, shipping cost, and any adjustments if necessary. And once you have entered all the necessary information, click on Save and Sign from the Action drop-down menu located at the bottom of your screen to digitally sign it. Next, preview your signature in the signature preview pop-up window and then click Sign Estimate. After signing the estimate, check if your signature has been added to it and click the Send Estimate button to send it to the customer. Prior to clicking Send Estimate, you can review the default email message, make any desired edits, and click Send. If you wish to convert the estimate into an invoice, simply click on the Convert drop-down button and select the Convert to Invoice option. Next, let's learn how you can digitally sign invoices and send them to customers. So first, simply click on the plus icon besides invoices in the left-hand side panel of the app's dashboard. Next, just like what we did previously, enter all the required information like customer name, order number, invoice date, and other details. And once you have entered all the required information, navigate to the bottom of your screen and select Save and Sign from the Action drop-down menu to digitally sign the invoice. Review your signature and click Sign Invoice. After signing the invoice, verify your signature and verify that your signature has been successfully added and click the Send Invoice button. Review the email message and click Send to send it to the customers. Next, let's see how you can digitally sign purchase orders and send them to vendors. Begin by clicking on the plus icon adjacent to purchase orders located under purchase. Then enter all the necessary information, including your vendor name, purchase order, and reference number, expected delivery date, payment terms, and item details. Once done, click on Save and Send. Then to digitally sign the purchase order, click on Sign Purchase Order. And review your signature and click on Sign and Proceed. Take a moment to review the default email message, make the necessary adjustments, and proceed to send. Now let's learn how you can digitally sign credit notes and send them to customers. So start by clicking on the plus icon located at the top of the application's dashboard. Then select credit notes. Enter all the necessary information. Proceed by clicking on Save and Sign. Next, review your signature and click Sign Credit Note. Click on Send Credit Note. Finally, review the default email message, make the necessary changes, and proceed with sending it. Zoho Sign's integration with Zoho Checkout enables you to gather both signatures and payments effortlessly, regardless of the time, location, or device, thus eliminating the hassle of manual billing. Now, imagine a situation where you're in the process of purchasing a car or a piece of land. In such cases, you often need to prepare agreements, handle transaction fees, and ensure compliance with regional laws for verifying the signer's identity. But with Zoho Sign and Zoho Checkout, you can digitize and automate this entire process effortlessly. Let's Let's begin by exploring how you can send documents for signatures and collect payments using this integration. Throughout this process, I will also explain how to integrate Zoho Sign with Zoho Checkout, as well as how to configure payment gateways and payment pages in Zoho Checkout. So start by logging into Zoho Sign. From the Zoho Sign dashboard, select Send for Signatures. Next, upload your document by clicking on the Add Document drop-down button. Zoho Sign allows you to add documents from your internal storage, cloud storage, or you can simply use the document templates that you had previously created in Zoho Sign. Now, build a signing workflow by adding recipient details and configuring other necessary settings. Here, I am setting the delivery mode as email plus OTP. And the authentication type as email OTP. I'm also extending the deadline to 10 days. Adding a note to my recipient. And once you have finished configuring the settings, click Continue to proceed to the document viewer page. Here, add the required sign-off fields and the payment field by simply dragging and dropping them onto your screen, onto the document. So when you add the payment field without configuring the payment gateway and payment pages in Zoho Checkout, the Configure Zoho Checkout pop-up will appear on screen. In that case, click Configure to proceed. After clicking Configure, you will be redirected to Zoho Checkout, where you will be required to configure and set up your Zoho Checkout account. Fill in all the required details in Zoho Checkout's onboarding form and click Get Started. Next, follow the on-screen instructions to configure your Zoho Checkout account and complete all the steps to configure your First, you have to set up a payment gateway. Choose your preferred payment gateway that you want to connect Zoho Checkout with. Here I'm not showing you the detailed process of connecting with a payment gateway, as it would require me to enter confidential data such as my account details. So we have now set up the payment gateway. Next, you need to set up a payment page in Zoho Checkout. Here you will enter a title for your page, a description, and you can either enter a default amount for your customer, or let your customer decide on the payment page. Additionally, set the payment frequency, define the terms and conditions, configure post-transaction actions, specify the payment page expiration, and select the item type. Once you have completed these steps, click Save. Then click Mark as Live to activate the created payment page. Once your Zoho Checkout account is configured, go back to Zoho Sign. Now, another pop-up will appear on screen asking you to verify your Zoho Checkout configuration. Click Verify to confirm your configuration and enable payment collection. Next, add the payment field again and click on it and choose the recipient to whom the payment field is intended. Select your desired organization and payment page if you have multiple payment pages in Zoho Checkout. Then enter the amount payable in the amount field. Please note that you will not be able to change the currency code as it is set according to your organization details in Zoho Checkout. Once you have finished configuring the payment field, click Send to send the document for signature and payment collection. So just allow me a second. I will connect my charger.
Yeah, till then, so I think Sai is already answering. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was just typing out an answer for Mustafa's question, but I guess I'll use this time to answer it orally as well. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I think I missed a question by Bharat earlier. It was right around the time we lost audio, so I didn't notice among the other messages I missed that question. But in any case, for the benefit of the attendees here, I'll read the question out and I'll answer it. So Bharat had asked whether in Zoho Books the digital signature is enabled in the online desktop mode, because what is there is currently in beta mode on the app version. Now here I feel like I need to draw the distinction between the digital signature that is available in the desktop app and the online versions. So in the desktop app of Zoho Books, the digital signature that is available is for the signatures people normally hold in the form of a USB token, right? So some digital signatures are issued by vendors like eMudra, Capricorn, or even the National Accreditation Authority in the form of a USB device, which can be connected to laptops or other computer devices to sign documents. In such scenarios, you would need a desktop app to utilize the signature to sign it. So that is different from what Zoho Sign has, or what we are demoing right now, because this is a cloud-based signature where the signature is stored directly in our cloud, and that is being used online to sign documents. So what you're asking here is, in essence, what we are demoing is available on the desktop app, but there is a version of digital signatures available in the desktop app that is different from what we are showing here. But you can use either to sign invoices or estimates, because both would still comply with what the legal requirements are in most countries. All right, and then let me answer Tim here, because I think there was an elaborate question about how it requires editing estimates to convert to sales order. So I believe there's a small confusion here. So Tim, normally what happens is when you send an estimate out to a customer or to somebody to sign, and they accept the estimate and they sign it, that estimate which is signed itself is not edited when you click on convert to sales order. What rather happens is the information from that sales order, from that estimate, is fetched to create a brand new document which is branded as a sales order. Now whether that carries the same reference number or not is something that you decide. But I understand that there is a small limitation there where you have to copy paste the reference number to have the same thing. But that is something that I'm not sure if it can be automated. Maybe I'm not sure if Sanjana can answer that, but you could perhaps fetch that information and populate it into the sales order that is being converted. But when it comes to the sales order itself that is created as a result of conversion, that has no direct connection to the estimate, because the estimate will remain a separate signed file which cannot be edited simply because it has been digitally signed. If it is allowed to be edited after signature has been added, then it would mean the digital signature becomes invalid, because the primary purpose of using a digital signature is to seal a document and preserve the integrity of the document. So what in essence you're doing is you're creating a clone of that document with the details as such, but you're calling it a sales order, which can further then be processed as per your transaction needs and so on.
Yeah. Now,
sorry, Janaki. Yeah. So I think I'll type out the answer to Mustafa's question, and if he has follow-ups, I'll answer orally at a later point. Yeah.
Was he answering my question on the editing the estimate after the customer signed it with sign? Was he
yes.
just answering my question?
Yes.
Yeah,
I was doing that.
Yeah, so we're not wanting to edit the estimate with regards to the pricing or items on there. We just want to check the box on there called, we have a custom field called converted to sales order. And you can't check that box unless you first click edit. So we need to check that box on every, we require that box be checked on every estimate that's been accepted. Otherwise, we have no way of knowing. Zoho Books has no way to let anybody know all the estimates that have been accepted that have yet to be converted. There's no list view of that, because the estimates, their statuses only have, accepted, declined, and maybe sent. That's it. So there needs to be those additional statuses, just like sales orders have additional statuses for invoice, not invoice, and whatnot. Books estimates doesn't have that. So that's why we have that. Zoho said, well, you got to create a custom field checkbox and create your list view that way. So that's the only way we know how to see all those accepted estimates that need to be converted.
Okay.
Tim, so what would our workaround be for this if we require, if we send an estimate requiring a customer signature?
Got it. So I just want to clarify on something. So what you're saying is, in essence, customers will sign or accept estimates, and then somebody on your side goes through the estimate and marks it as convert to sales order, and then somebody else converts it based on whether that checkbox has been ticked or not. Is that, am I getting that correctly?
Well, whoever's converting it to a sales order, they're required to go and edit the estimate either right before or right after they convert it to a sales order, and check that box converted to sales order. That way, management, looking at the list view of all the accepted estimates, can see if there's any open estimates, for lack of better words, that need to be converted, that have not been converted, maybe forgotten about, fell through the cracks. Okay. There's no way to find out what estimates that are accepted have fallen through the cracks and were never converted. That list view does not exist, but it's important because sometimes in real life things fall through the cracks. and we don't want to miss that.
All right. So okay. So your requirement is something that is very unique. So I understand why. And
well,
by
us humans
design,
make mistakes. It's very common for something to fall through the cracks. I don't think it's unique.
Okay, so what I have in mind is sort of a workaround. I'll propose it, and maybe you can tell me if it suits your requirements. So there is an option to convert any estimate that is accepted automatically into a sales order. However, that sales order is only converted and created and saved as a draft. Only upon manual intervention would that draft be published and then sent out to a customer. So maybe you could enable the option to convert anything that is automatically accepted into a sales order, where somebody, as soon as they accept an estimate, a sales order is created from that estimate, but it is saved only as a draft. This way, none of the sales orders none of the estimates get missed out. Rather, you would have them available inside your sales order module as a draft, and then they can see which ones are there as a draft, so that they can decide to send out the ones which really need action and discard the ones which don't. Is that something that would work for you?
That's something I'd definitely be interested in take a look at. I did not know there was a checkbox to check in estimates to automatically convert to sales order. That exists today?
Okay. So there is an option to automatically convert it into a sales order, but I'm not sure if it is available by default inside preferences or if it is available via custom functions, but one of the two is definitely possible. So let me check on that and get back to you in probably the next few minutes as Subha continues on with the presentation. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that'd be great. We'd also need to, one of the things about, in doing it manually, because it does, just like when you convert a sales order to an invoice, it copies over the reference correctly.
Okay.
So the reference on the sales order comes over to the reference on the invoice. But when you're doing it in estimates, converting to a sales order, that doesn't happen. I don't know why, but we need the reference to go to the sales order to the invoice, so there's no manually copying and pasting. If that automation where you flag or whatever's on the back end where you want enable once an estimate's accepted to automatically be converted to a sales order, that would be great, but it would need to bring over the reference.
Got it. So bringing over the reference should definitely be possible when you use custom functions. However, let me see if that would apply to the checkbox if it is available inside preferences as well. So yeah, as I said, just give me a couple of minutes and I'll get back to you on this.
Sure. I'd rather custom functions are they're complicated. There is an option in Zoho in the sales order, to copy over the reference. That option's there. They just need to make that same option available in estimates.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I think Subha, you can maybe continue, and I'll check on what Tim has asked for, and then I'll respond once you're done. Yeah.
So I will continue with the presentation.
Yeah, please do so.
So now let's see how signers can make payments while signing documents in Zoho Sign. First, the signer has to open the digital signature request message they would have received to access the link to the document. Here, the signer has received the document link through email, as the document delivery mode was email. On the following page, they will be displayed with the document info, where they should click on Proceed to Document. Then they must read the terms and conditions and click Agree and Continue to proceed. Next, they will fill in all the required fields. Okay. And after filling in all the required fields, they will click on the pay and e-sign via a drop-down button and choose their preferred digital signature provider. Now the proceed to payment pop-up box would appear on screen where the signer would click the make payment button. This would redirect the signer to the Zoho Checkout's payment page where the signer can make the payment. The payment's done. Next, let's learn how to check transaction details of documents containing payment fields in Zoho Sign, as well as check the transaction details in Zoho Checkout. So as I said, you can check the transaction details in both Zoho Sign and Zoho Checkout. First, we will see how we can check the transaction details in Zoho Sign. Go to Documents and select the document for which you want to check the transaction details. Here you can find the payment status and other details like the amount paid and the payment gateway transaction ID under recipient status. So now that we have seen how we can check the transaction details in Zoho Sign, let's see how we can do it in Zoho Checkout. So after logging into Zoho Checkout, open the payment pages tab. All transactions with the details such as name, date, email, payment ID, status, and amount will be listed on the payment page. You will also be able to filter the list based on the status of the transaction. With this, I have come to the end of my demonstration. I believe it has provided clarity on the integration of Zoho Sign with the discussed Zoho Finance applications. I will now hand the session over to Sanjna, who will give a brief overview of Zoho Commerce. Following that, we will proceed with the question and answer session. Over to you, Sanjna.
Thank you, Subhashini. Hello, everyone. So I am here to give you a brief overview of Zoho Commerce. I'll just share my screen so that I can get it started. One moment. I hope my screen is visible.
Sanjana.
All right. So Zoho Commerce is a platform that you can use in order to create an online store for your business and sell your products. Basically, it has this ecosystem and it includes everything that you would require in order to maintain, build, and manage your Zoho Commerce store. Um, so it primarily caters to B2C businesses, but it also has a couple of B2B related features and functionalities as well that would be helpful, for your business. Now, what we also have are a couple of integrations that we'll be talking about later on. You can look at it into three variants. So you have build, manage, and market. You can create your Zoho Commerce store, the storefront using our site builder. You have a couple of templates that you can choose from, and you have a lot of options using the visual builder to, create the storefront of your choice. Regarding manage, you can, any orders that you get through your Zoho Commerce store or your website, you'll be able to manage them through and through entirely in Zoho Commerce itself. from receiving orders to managing them to completion. Everything can be done within Zoho Commerce itself. And lastly, what you have is a couple of features and integrations that can help market your product as well. So a couple of the integrations that we have are, let's say for the front office, you have marketing and sales. With regards to that, what you have are integrations with a couple of other Zoho applications like marketing automations and Zoho campaigns, using which you can send out email notifications to your customers, target them, and take care of that. And what you also have is inbuilt integration with Zoho Books and Zoho Inventory. So Books, obviously can help you with accounting purposes, Inventory to help you with your stocks. We have inbuilt integration with couple of payment integrations as well. So depending upon the region that you're in, the integrations will differ. For example, if you're in the US, you will have access to um, you know uh, PayPal, PayPro, WorldPro. And in terms of shipments, again, you will have inbuilt integrations with other applications such as USPS, UPS, EC Post, and so forth. You also have integration with analytics, Zoho Analytics, accounting, and automation. And lastly, if you are interested, for a one-on-one demo session to understand a little bit more about a product, you can scan this QR code. I'll also be adding this link in the checkbox so that you can visit it and we can schedule a one-on-one for you to understand our product better.
Thank you, Sanjana. There is a question from Tim. Does Zoho Commerce support product options? There are two
Yes.
questions. Okay. Does it support related products as well as prices option?
Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to get his question here. Yes. So we do have like product options. So basically, right now, what we support is selling physical products through your online store, and prices option. So we have this feature called the price list. Basically, what you can do is you can create a different price list for your products, and based on your customers you can assign these price lists to specific customers. Let's say you have a customer who purchases every now and then from your commerce store. You can set a different set of pricing for all your products, or a set of products for that specific customer, so that when they log into your store, only the prices assigned to him will reflect in the storefront.
So yeah, that's not what I'm asking for. So when you go to shop online for any kind of product, and when you see a
Okay.
product, there's click this to add this or add that,
Yes.
add this to it, and it's not for any particular cut. It's everybody. Not of course we don't want to limit that to a customer. So in Zoho Commerce for your products, can you define any kind of options or add-ons for products as you see in other e-commerce sites?
And I'm so sorry. Are you referring to like let's say you want to add a product to a cart and then you get like recommendations as add-ons?
So no, before you add it to the cart, and I'll just use one example. Maybe this isn't our example, but some products it'll say click this if you want to add a upgraded warranty or something. Where I'm just using that example, but with different products, they have different options that they can add that we want them displayed on their check. Check this and check that, which would reflect the price of that item.
Okay.
And that would be not limited.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Are you referring to like having options within the product, so that they can select from those options and then a pricing reflects for the particular product?
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely do support that. So we have this feature called attributes and variants. So let's say an attribute would be, for example, like size, and the options would be, let's say XL, M, S, and so forth. So that would be the variants. And based on the different variants and attributes, you can set different pricing as well. So,
When someone gets
whatever.
a chance, could someone post a link in chat of any kind of guides, online resources, specifically talking about what you just said?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you. And likewise, can it have related products? So when they're clicking on a product, can it show, hey, these are all the other related products to that specific product?
Yes, definitely. So currently, what we have is something called smart recommendations. And what that does is, it will recommend products automatically to customers based on the general shopping trend. But on the other side, what we can do for you is we can help you with a code snippet, and you get to choose the products that the customer has to see when they, select a particular product.
If you could post a link to that in the chat
Yeah,
of what you're talking about. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
Right. Thank you so much. For the benefit of Rayan, you are very late. So don't worry, no problem. We are recording it. We will share the edited version and with all of you. As and when we plan another session around this topic, definitely we'll keep you posted. You can join that. And I will be adding, no, right now there is no another session of this, but I think they're planning one for different industry. Subhashi, is it? Zoho Sign, similar session, you're muted. You both are muted.
Yeah, sorry. Hi. So yeah, we are planning on having a couple more ZUG sessions. One for the developers community and one more for the real estate community. Both are happening in the coming months. One in May, and one is planned for June. But in case you want to participate in either of those, you can reach out to Janaki, and she probably can help you with the registration links for those. And about this session, if you join late, no worries, we will send you a recording. The entire thing is available for you to take a look at. And you do have, I think, Rian, you've sent me emails from
Yes,
the
like I'm probably your worst attendee, but I always come back though.
No worries. Yeah, so you can drop me an email, and I'm happy to answer your queries at any time. Yeah.
One more question from my side. I know I'm late.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. The demo, right? Would you be going through one-on-one with someone through that or not, or would it be like an external meet?
What demo are you referring to here? Is it
the link that was just put on?
Okay. The demo
Yes.
request, is that okay? So that will be a one-on-one demo. Yes. So one of our support engineers will reach out to you and ask for your convenient time, and then they will send you like a meeting that you can join, and it'll just be you and one of our engineers. You are free to interrupt them and ask them questions, and you can even tell them your exact use case, and they'll be able to help you set it up in the way that you need to use it.
So I've been like obviously trying to attend all of you guys' meetings and so on, right? And the whole purpose of it is I do get quite a few clientele that have different needs, different ideas, how they want to do all of it. And it's very challenging sometimes because Zoho limits you to quite a few integrations that the client has the expectation. And I know there's a workaround, but it's hard. Like I've called support probably in this week, and I spent probably anywhere from 18 to 24 hours in total just to get a simple answer, a workaround on something that can be done. And then they just like either say, we'll get back to you in 2 hours. I expect that 2 hours, because I've got also my clients' expectations to meet. And when I was told you guys give the support, I was very excited, but it kind of sucks when they leave you out to dry, So that's why I asked if we do the demo, because I'm going to apply for it. I already like scanned the QR code. I really want to do this, not for clients itself, but for my digital marketing agency, because I have an online platform for websites and so forth. So I want to actually use the e-commerce site to actually see how I can progress in it.
Okay. Sure. I absolutely acknowledge that, you might, you would have had issues in the past with support, but I do feel the need to, talk about our support process here. So normally what happens is when you sign up for, say, Zoho One or one of the bundles, you would be, when you reach out to support, you would be first met with a support agent who works at a bundle level. Though they can answer most the top level queries, if there is something that is very specific or something that they may not be necessarily be an expert in, they would then pass that query onto the product team itself. And since there is a communication that happens within our system, that prolongs the process of being able to get back to you. So that could possibly be the reason why it took longer. But I can let you know that we have premium support options available in case you need your support timings to be reduced to a guaranteed, and we will have like an SLA that we will sign with you, so that when you avail the service, you will be the SLA will not be violated. If it is violated, then you will be compensated accordingly, and so on.
Okay, that's fair.
Janaki, I think I told Tim I wanted to get back to him on his query earlier. So I'll just take. I'm so sorry. I'll take like probably 15 seconds. So
Sure.
Tim, I did go and check. So unfortunately, there is no built-in option to automatically convert an estimate into a sales order. That is built-in option, meaning something off the shelf. But it can be done through custom functions, as I did say. But I know you said you had problems with custom functions, or they were a little tricky to set things up with. But I have relayed this as a feature request with the Books team, and they have said that they have acknowledged and they will, look into providing that option, similar to how they provide an option to automatically convert an estimate that has been accepted into an invoice. And while you're doing it through custom function, it should be possible to copy over the reference number as well. But like I said, right now this is a temporary workaround, which setting it up might be a task for the first time. But however, once it is up and running, you shouldn't really face an issue. But once it is supported off the shelf, maybe then you can, it'll ease your life a little bit when you're using Zoho Books. But feedback acknowledged, and I hope at least you're willing to give our workaround a try for now.
Yeah, the only thing is, as we, I don't know if you know or not, it takes years and years and years for Zoho to do updates to their finance suite for all those requests. I mean, we even something basic like showing a profit of, your item costs this much, you sell for this price, the profit is this. That's been asked for, I think, 10 years, and it's still not there.
Okay. Again,
So they
need
to step up. They need to step up on this. They need a way to, because I'm sure there's when you're a big software company, you got thousands and thousands of requests. It's hard to manage that, but there needs to be some type of a community advisory board or something for the ones that are really needed to benefit all. And everybody using Zoho Finance has profit. I'm sure there's maybe a small percent of nonprofit organizations, but I bet all of Zoho's users are for-profit businesses. And just the system not showing profit is just one example.
Anyway, this clip is recorded. We will definitely share it with our product team. We'll, as I said, your feedback is acknowledged. We'll share it, and also the forum is there where you can go and post your query as the feature request, and we can pin it. And if there are more people who also agree with your feature request, that will be taken on priority, and the team works on that. So have you tried that method, Tim? Forum?
So yes, I put in some ideas on the community for that. So for example, one of my pain points is creating purchase orders from sales orders. If you have 10 sales orders and each of those sales orders has 10 or 20 items on it, and you got to order all that stuff from 3 or 4 or 5 different vendors. It's just an extremely painful, tedious task to order all that stuff, because it doesn't allow you to select multiple sales orders to order all those items from the common vendors. You have to do it one sales order at a time. And even so, when you convert a sales order to a purchase order, it doesn't keep track of it. So if you got 30 items to order from 5 different vendors, and each time you convert a sales order to a purchase order, it doesn't, and you go back to rinse and repeat for the next vendor, you don't know what you've ordered and not ordered for the items on that sales order. It doesn't track it in any way. So I posted that information to the community so others can see it and ask Zoho to do that, but I don't know if or when that'll ever be done. But doing purchase orders through sales orders is a very tedious, painful process.
Okay, see, I'm also sharing my email ID here. Can you forward those suggestions which you have given on the forum, the links to that? I'll take a look at it and I'll see what best can be done, or it cannot be done, or if it can be achieved, as I said, using custom functions. We can reach out to our developer team and we'll see if that can be given as a solution for time being.
Great, I appreciate that. I got your email address copied. I'll email you a reference to that.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, for the record, I love Zoho 1. I do love it, but there's just some things in there that are not there that could make everybody's life so much easier.
I understand. Thank you so much. Yeah, special thanks for that.
Yeah, Janaki, I'm so sorry to interrupt you there. I have just received a message, so I felt like maybe I could give Tim some reprieve on his request about copying over the reference number as well. So I was like speaking on the sidelines with one of the members of the Zoho Books team, and with regard to copying over the reference number from an estimate over to a sales order, what they are saying is you could create a custom field at the estimate level and the sales order level with the same field name. So what happens is when that happens, the estimate, when creating the estimate, you can enter the field value in the custom field. And as it is being converted to a sales order, provided the sales order also has the same custom field carrying the same name, it will be automatically populated. So maybe you could give this a try, Tim, and see if that works for you.
Thanks for the info.
Yeah.
But it should be, it's already there in sales order and invoices. I shouldn't have to create a custom field when all the fields are there. The reference is there from an estimate to a sales order to the invoice. The reference is there. I shouldn't have to create custom fields when it already does that for sales orders to invoices. They just need to replicate that same existing software functionality, just replicate it into the estimates.
Got it. Again, feedback acknowledged, but I'll relay this back onto them. But I'm just giving you the workaround that I got. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So I think in between we were discussing about similar event, but for the developer team, I have already shared the link. Again, sharing it here. So feel free to join, and we'll talk more technical things there. We'll be hosting the same.
Okay. Sorry, can I ask one weird question, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's maybe a two-parter, right? The payment gateways with Zoho, because there's one thing that I want to achieve, and I don't know if it's possible, but before I ask it, does Zoho integrate with Stripe and PayFast by any chance?
We do integrate with Stripe. I'm not aware of the second payment gateway that you said. Maybe that's a regional payment gateway that you have in South Africa. But so when it comes to all the finance applications, I believe we do have payment gateway integrations which cater to the respective regional audience. So maybe you could check if it has the option available under the payment gateways when you open up Zoho Books, Zoho Checkout, and so on. If it is not available, then you could raise a request, but Stripe should definitely be there. If it is not there, then it's possibly because there is some regulatory challenge
of
there
course.
in making that available. Yeah.
Regional based, 100%. Okay, so the next question would be, would the e-commerce, right, be in a space where you can get the client to take, well, I'll tell you what I do. So I sell websites, and then I've got a monthly hosting. But the pet peeve is I cannot go to the customer and be the person that's building and at the same time buy him a beer and say, listen, where's my monthly installment? You cannot be the bad guy and the good guy at the same time. So is there possible that Zoho can integrate with the e-commerce side and books to have it automated on the monthly subscription? Is there a possibility to that, or work away around that?
Okay, if I understand you correctly, you're asking me if there is a way to integrate the billing on the gateways, payment gateway from Zoho over to your e-commerce website to send out automated reminders, payment reminders.
But I want them to physically like go through a link and do the completion of that payment. You know,
Okay.
like almost like a debit order as such.
It should be possible, but like I said, I'm not much of an expert on the e-commerce side of things myself. I primarily deal with Zoho Sign, but
Yes, I know.
yeah, I'm sure there is always, see, with Zoho there's always a way to get things done if you really need it to be done. But off the shelf, I'm not particularly sure. I'll probably get back to you on that. Check with the maybe if Sanjana can pitch in here if it's possible through Zoho Commerce. If not, for other sites, I'm sure there's API mechanisms that can be utilized to get things done.
Is she gonna talk or?
She's
Just to let you know, currently even subscriptions of billing, like we don't have a direct integration with those platforms. But maybe I could check with the team or see if there's any workaround that we can find in this case.
Is it possible, Sanjala, that I can communicate with maybe with you guys direct? Because obviously, if I'm able to achieve this, then I can also get a lot of more people to sign onto the Zoho platform that will be in need of that service. Because the problem is, for small SMEs growing out, they don't really have the time to make sure the money is coming into their account, right? It's a pet peeve, and that's why we rely on systems to make it easier for us at the end of the day. So if you maybe can share email, I've taken the other lady's email as well. I always look at the chats and just make sure that I touch base with everyone.
Got it. I completely understand and agree with you. So I've dropped in our support email over here. If you can maybe drop in an email to us, we'll be sure to get in touch with you.
So is this? No, I don't want to. I'll be honest. I don't want to.
No problem. I'll
They
just
don't come
drop the
back.
email once.
Sai can vouch for that guy. If I have a problem, immediately, if it's within a 2-hour turnaround time, you'll get it before 2-hour times. I can vouch for that. But any other support, like I said, this whole week in total, I spent 24 hours, right? Going back and forth trying to get information from you guys. And no.
Yeah.
Some people want to work with people, they don't want to work with the system.
I understand, but not to worry at all. Or I'll get. I'll do one thing. If you can, I'll probably get the email address from Janaki if that's okay, and we'll get in touch with you directly.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Sai's got my email, I believe. Rian at Artitan. Let me just drop it in the box there.
You
So I
can
also
get your email with me, Ryan. I can connect, or if Sai can connect, that is also fine. Yeah, not on the comment chat. That's okay since you have already shared it.
Sorry, I'm that fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys. I'm sorry for being late.
No problem. No problem. Thank you so much to all of you again. We'll share the recording and few of the feedbacks with whatever you guys have shared. Is made. We made note of it. I'm going to share it as it is with the team. And Tim, yes, I'm opening your article and I will take a look at it. I'll see what best can be done here.
Great. There was one thing that I love about Zoho Sign that I don't think I saw presented during this, and that's its integration to CRM. So we have I'll just use an example. We got like a PDF form document that we got to email the same document to different clients over the course of time. And in CRM, we have custom fields, and we've mapped all those to data fields in Zoho Sign of the template. And from CRM, when we're in a contact in CRM, the drop-down menu, we use the send with Zoho Sign, and then we can use the template, which then pre-mapped all those fields in to pre-populate and fill in on that form. So all the custom fields, or even the normal fields like account name and so forth, the address, all that stuff comes in to our form. So it makes life much easier sending that same form out to the clients to get it signed in, but populating both the normal fields and the custom fields that we have on accounts in CRM. It's a great feature.
Thank you,
I don't
Tim.
think they showed that today, but that would benefit pretty much any business that uses CRM as well.
Thank you. All right. Thank you again. So we'll catch up with you all again, and all of you have a wonderful day and weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.